全国翻译专业资格水平考试辅导丛书，英语口译实务教材配套训练3级。
Unit 1 Ceremonial Speech
礼仪祝词
Section 1
听说练习。1. 听与复述
Listen to the recording and repeat what you have heard. 58 years ago, a spark of hope rose from the ashes of a devastating Second World War. It ignited the human spirit in the higher cause of peace, equality, order, and economic and social progress. In that defining moment, in the lives of people and of nations, the United Nations was created, not to protect the interests of the powerful and influential, but as an organization dedicated to the service of all the people of the world. A mutual understanding of the importance of multilateralism was enshrined in the ideals of the Charter. On this United Nations Day, dedicated to celebrating our premier international organization, we are reminded that even as the world all around us continues to change, the imperative which led to the founding of our United Nations has not changed. We can still say with confidence that the global community truly believes in the United Nations. Over 130 heads of state and government and ministers participating in the general debate of the 58th session of the General Assembly reaffirmed their faith in the United Nations as our best hope for a better world. We can, therefore, reflect with pride on the many accomplishments of the United Nations family. It has extended its reach into every corner of the globe, providing critical leadership and partnerships to promote respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms, to fight deadly diseases, including HIV/AIDS, to mitigate the plight of the vulnerable groups in society, including refugees, women, and children, to advance initiatives for sustainable development, protection of the environment, and poverty alleviation, to combat transnational crime and criminality and terrorism, and to help keep the peace. I extend my sincere good wishes to Secretary-General Kofi Annan and colleagues who work in the United Nations family as we join hands with people around the world to celebrate United Nations Day.
2. 听与笔记
Listen to the recording and take notes while listening. Then give the main idea orally. The eternally young spirit of America has been a source of strength all of you bring forth today and has been a beacon of hope to the world. That optimism, faith, and confidence in our country has made our country young. In my travels as speaker, I have met with presidents, prime ministers, and kings. But what impressed and inspired me the most were my encounters with young people. At a time when some world leaders question the value of constructive dialogue with our adversaries, young people are engaged in their own international dialogue, on campuses and through email and instant messaging and blogs. They are talking about their hopes for a brighter future, of their desire for peace and prosperity. My message to the graduate today is, know your power and follow your passion. The power and passion that springs from the beauty of your dreams, the depth of your imagination, and the strength of your values. I have confidence that you will succeed because of the magnificent education you have received at USF. I want to extend my congratulations to the class of 2007, wish you well, and let you know you have a friend in the speaker's office. Thank you, and God bless you.
3. 填空练习
Listen to the recording and fill in the blanks with the words missing. Good afternoon. I am delighted to be here to address my fellow university presidents as well as our official guests. We around the world live in a time of great change. Globalization, the rise of Asia, the critical role of technology as an economic driver, the increasing pace of change in industries and careers, and new knowledge-based economies are reshaping lives around the world. What will the role of universities be in this globalized economy? How will they contribute to improving society through innovation that will improve the quality of life and support economic growth? How will they prepare their graduates who will extract the best and explore the greatest in this increasingly complex society? Most of my remarks will focus on the role of innovation and research in the university, since that is the university spirit, as well as the primary source of economic growth and new technologies. It is important to remember that graduate and postgraduate educations are tightly linked to research. Our education programs should ensure that the students are learning in an atmosphere characterized by the pursuit of new knowledge and process of discovery. An interrelated educational program will create a flow of young, bright, and uninhibited minds to work on the frontier of discovery. The process of graduation will disseminate the knowledge of new discoveries and innovations. The role of university must be that of the creator of new knowledge and of the promoter of discovery. We must ensure that the benefits of discovery can be transplanted beyond the walls of the academy, where they can contribute to the progress of the society. It's observed many times, especially the last decade, that universities can both be contributors to the society as well as facilitators for economic growth through the creation of technologies that are exploited in the marketplace. While society has always relied on universities to produce and educate the workforce, the reliance on university as a source of innovation through discoveries and inventions has grown significantly in the past few decades and has become an expectation for university in this big data age. Section 2.
句子口译汉译英
Listen to the recording and interpret the following sentences from Chinese into English.
1. 这是一所国际知名的研究型大学，其悠久的办学历史、前瞻的教育理念和优异的教学质量，是年轻人理想的求学之地。2. 虽然我们有着不同的社会制度和文化传统，但是我们追求世界和平、幸福美好的生活、可持续发展的目标是相同的。3. 由于不断的外部入侵、持续的内部纷争，加上严重的自然灾害，这些历史上著名的城邦，有的衰落了，有的消灭了，有的则融入了其他文明。 4. 中华文明是世界上唯一没有中断的文明，在5000多年的发展中形成了独特的文化传统。5. 中华民族的不灭理想是建立一个以人为本、以和为贵、相互尊重、人与自然和谐相处的世界。6. 促进不同文化的交流和融合，加强世界各国人民之间的交往与合作，是我们一如既往的使命。7. 世界博览会是展示人类文明成果的盛会。世界博览会的历史见证了人类从落后走向进步，从封闭走向开放，从冲突走向合作，从崇拜物质走向崇尚科学。8. 实现中华民族伟大复兴的中国梦是近代以来中华民族的夙愿。实现中国梦必须凝聚全中国人民的智慧和力量，把我们的国家建设好，把我们的民族发展好。英译汉
Listen to the recording and interpret the following sentences from English into Chinese. 1. Securing real and lasting improvement in the lives of individual men and women is the measure of all we do at the United Nations. 2. I began my career in the United Nations as a young African. For me, dedication to the great undertaking of world peace has constituted the sole meaning of my life. 3. In a world filled with weapons of war, and all too often words of war, the Nobel Committee has become a vital agent for peace. 4. Only by understanding and addressing the needs of individuals for peace, for dignity, and for security can we at the United Nations hope to live up to the honor conferred today and fulfill the vision of our founders. 5. I propose to pay our respect to all those who are working as UN peacekeepers. We thank them for their dedication while risking their lives. They have our blessings for safety and health. 6. Teaching is the world's greatest public service, and we owe teachers our admiration and respect. 7. Every teacher present here has many reasons for teaching, but one reason every teacher shares is a love for children. 8. The teachers here have prepared the students for their next academic endeavor. You have shown them character, confidence, and kindness, and you've prepared them for life. Section 3.
段落口译汉译英
Listen to the recording and interpret the following paragraphs from Chinese into English.
第一段，首先，我代表中国政府和人民对总统先生来华访问表示热烈欢迎。这是我与总统先生的第2次会晤。5个月前，我们在亚太经合组织会议期间进行了成功的会晤。在今天的会谈中，我与总统先生回顾了我们两国关系35年来走过的历程，深入讨论了双边经贸关系和当前国际形势，就许多重要问题达成了共识，取得了多方面的积极成果。我希望并相信，这次与总统先生的会晤对进一步改善和发展我们两国的关系将产生积极的影响。第2段，尊敬的来宾们、朋友们、女士们、先生们， 在金秋10月，美丽的成都市有幸举办城市建设和环境保护国际会议。我谨代表成都人民向会议的举办表示最热烈的祝贺。同时，我也想对联合国人类驻区中心和中华人民共和国建设部选择成都这个中国西部城市来主办这个会议表示衷心的感谢。我们还想对许多尊贵的来宾和朋友不远万里来参加此次会议表示感谢。英译汉
Listen to the recording and interpret the following paragraphs from English into Chinese.
第一段
It's my honor to offer a toast to our guests from China. On behalf of the American people, my wife and I welcome you to the United States. This is not only a state dinner. It's like a family gathering. The most important ties between your country and mine go beyond economics and politics and geography. They are the ties of heritage, culture, and family. This is true for millions of Chinese and American families, including my own. We have before us a great prospect, an era of prosperity in a hemisphere of liberty. Our cooperation is broad and unprecedented, and our sense of trust is growing.
第二段
Today is our national birthday. We are gathering here to celebrate the cultural, ethnic, and religious diversity that makes us Americans. We are a complicated, often conflicted, but always dynamic country. A Chinese scholar once said, America is a great nation because it has the 3 T's: vitality, ingenuity, and creativity. These 3 T's have their roots in the immigrant experience. With this in mind, I sincerely welcome you today, our friends from China, and our friends from all over the world. Please share in our celebration. Men and women from each of your countries have made America what it is today. Today we celebrate them, as well as the country they built. Please join me in toasting the independence of the United States of America, the diversity that is our root strength, and our friendship with China. Ganbei. Thank you. Section 4.
篇章口译汉译英
Listen to the recording and interpret the following passage from Chinese into English.
女士们、先生们、朋友们，今天我们在此隆重集会，纪念和平共处5项原则发表60周年。在这里，我仅代表中国政府和中国人民，并以我个人的名义，对各位嘉宾和朋友的到来表示热烈的欢迎。抚今追昔，我们对共同倡导和平共处5项原则的老一辈领导人表示深切的缅怀，对长期以来坚持弘扬和平共处5项原则的各国有识之士致以崇高的敬意。今天，我们共同纪念和平共处5项原则发表60周年，就是要探讨新形势下如何更好弘扬这5项原则，推动建立新型国际关系，共同建设合作共赢的美好世界。和平共处5项原则之所以在亚洲诞生，是因为它传承了亚洲人民崇尚和平的思想传统。中华民族历来崇尚和为贵、和而不同、协和万邦、兼爱非攻等理念。印度、缅甸等亚洲国家人民也历来崇尚仁爱、慈善、和平等价值观。 和平共处五项原则生动反映了联合国宪章宗旨和原则，并赋予这些宗旨和原则以可见可行、可依循的内涵。和平共处五项原则中包含的4个互字、1个共字，既代表了亚洲国家对国际关系的新期待，也体现了各国权利、义务、责任相统一的国际法治精神。60年来，历经国际风云变幻的考验，和平共处五项原则作为一个开放包容的国际法原则，集中体现了主权、正义、民主、法治的价值观。新形势下，和平共处五项原则的精神不是过时了，而是历久弥新。和平共处五项原则的意义不是淡化了，而是历久弥深。和平共处五项原则的作用不是削弱了，而是历久弥坚。中国人民正在为全面建成小康社会，实现中华民族伟大复兴的中国梦而奋斗。中国梦与世界各国人民的美好梦想息息相通。中国人民愿意同各国人民在实现各自梦想的过程中相互支持、相互帮助。中国愿意同各国，尤其是周边邻国共同发展、共同繁荣。为表彰和鼓励更多人士和团体坚持和弘扬和平共处五项原则，我愿宣布，中国政府决定设立和平共处五项原则友谊奖和和平共处五项原则卓越奖学金。中国将继续做好弘扬和平共处五项原则的表率，同印度、缅甸和国际社会一道，推动建设持久和平、共同繁荣的和谐世界。谢谢大家。英译汉
Listen to the recording and interpret the following passage from English into Chinese. Welcome to the Harvard experience that awaits you. I would also like to extend a special welcome to the transfer students and their families who are here with us this evening. Having just finished my freshman year as president, I can recall how you must feel. There is much that I still have to learn. I think I can make one determination this evening with absolute confidence. You are, without a doubt, among the top 2 classes admitted to this university during my tenure here as president. But seriously, this class is a truly remarkable group of people, including professional musicians and successful entrepreneurs, published scientists and poets, star athletes, and dedicated social service providers, speakers of more than a dozen languages, and experts in countless areas. Each one of you stands out for your potential. Reading your admissions essays, I was reminded that Newton and Einstein did most of their thinking about physics in their 20s. Alexander conquered most of the known world by the time he was 30, and when he was the age of a Harvard graduate, Mozart had composed all of his violin concertos. Of course, when he was my age, he had been dead for 14 years. So, not to put too much pressure on you, enjoy the rest of freshman week and then get cracking. But that is not to say anyone should ever feel intimidated. Everyone here belongs, and everyone will find their place. It was William Butler Yeats who said, "Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire." If I have but one wish for each of you, it is that in the years ahead you be set on fire, that your mind be captured by some area of human understanding, that you develop a passion for understanding, for comprehending, for progressing, that is so central to successful people everywhere. The university and its faculty have no more important goal than helping you in this quest. Fires cannot be controlled, passions cannot be predicted, and you are all very different people. But let me give you this advice as you embark on your journey here at Harvard. First, follow your passion, not your calculation. Pursue what captures your imagination. Don't let anything stand in the way of your curiosity or what you really want to do. Second, be open to every possibility. For most of you sitting in this place, 4 years from now, what will have been most important at Harvard is something you do not now imagine. Third, learn how to learn. Any fact that you encounter in your studies now is not very likely to remain very relevant and important over your whole career, unless, of course, you want to retire when you are 37. Fourth, learn from each other. Much of the most important learning you do here will be from each other. You will maximize that learning if you take advantage of the diversity of the Harvard community, reaching out to people from very different backgrounds than your own. Good luck and Godspeed to all of you. Section 5.
模拟训练
Part 1. Listen to the following dialogue and interpret it as required. After you hear a sentence or a short passage in Chinese, interpret it into English. And after you hear an English sentence or short passage, interpret it into Chinese. Start interpreting at the signal. You may take notes while you are listening. You will hear the dialogue only once. Now let's begin.
下面已经听到节目主持人和澳大利亚天才演说家尼克·胡哲的采访对话。澳大利亚演说家尼克·胡哲天生没有四肢，他在世界各地发表激情四射的演讲，讲述作为一个行动不便的人，他是怎样生活、期望，即是如何寻找生命之意义的。让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎尼克。
Thank you.
我们都觉得你真不可思议。听说你妈妈在生下你之后，也觉得极其震惊。
Yes. My mom didn't know why this had happened. My mom and dad asked themselves, why did this happen? For many years in my life, I've been asking myself the same question, but no one knows the answer. So when you have something so unexpected, you do not know exactly how to handle it. What kind of great purpose can a man without arms and legs have? You know, I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't go through what I've gone through. I tried to commit suicide at the age of 10 because it became very, very difficult.
你看上去是如此乐观和坚强，是什么让你改变了想法呢？
When I did so, I suddenly realized I couldn't leave my parents with pain, bringing them shame and guilt. so I decided to stay. Growing up can sometimes be so tough, but I knew very well what I would do when I was 13. I wanted to be a speaker. I had the idea because a speaker came to my school. Many of us were moved to tears by his speech.
我知道你已经在30多个国家进行过1500多场演讲，你曾被拒绝了52次，但是你坚持了下来。
You don't know what you can achieve until you try it. My dream is to influence as many people as possible. I don't care for fame or anything like that. In any way possible, I'd like to bring messages of hope. Part 2. Listen to the following passage and interpret these from English into Chinese. Start interpreting at the signal and stop at the signal. You may take notes while you are listening. You will hear the passage only once. Now let's begin.
下面你将听到一段有关跨越年龄的艺术展的致辞。
I am delighted to be here today at this school of high achievers. First of all, I want to congratulate both students and teachers on your national awards for excellence in school painting education and National Student Painting Awards. We are here for an art exhibition with a difference. What we have here is not only a splendid showcase of the students' work, but side by side with the work from the staff here at the school. So the exhibition certainly earns its title, Art for All Ages. I believe this exhibition provides an opportunity for the people of this community to showcase their achievements to one another, and also to encourage more people to take up the practice of participating in the process of creating art. It is a wonderful example that art has the ability to enrich the lives of everyone, no matter how old or young they may be. Art is an important form of expressing our own individuality, from the separate and distinct perspective of our own personality. The art created by an adult is not necessarily better than the art created by a pupil, but it is certainly different, because at each age we create according to our experience and our view of the world as we see it. Putting together art created by people of different ages, as displayed here today, is a very useful exercise because it highlights for us the different perspectives people have. I would like to congratulate Principal Hennigan for the imaginative and instructive idea of mounting this meeting of the ages here today. It is something we can all learn from, and I hope we will do just that. I now have great pleasure in declaring officially open the Art for All Ages exhibition. Thank you. Part 3. Listen to the following passage and interpret it from Chinese into English. Start interpreting at the signal and stop at the signal. You may take notes while you are listening. You will hear the passages only once. Now let's begin.
下面你将听到一段有关上海国际电影节的开幕致辞。 女士们、先生们，我宣布第17届上海国际电影节现在正式开幕。我谨向参加电影节的各国嘉宾表示诚挚的欢迎。上海国际电影节创办于1993年，其宗旨是增进各国各地区电影界人士之间的相互了解和友谊，促进世界电影艺术的交流与繁荣。它已成为世界电影人和海内外专业媒体的一场盛大集会和文化品宴。电影节吸引了来自世界各地的优秀电影，参赛影片题材丰富，有影坛前辈的最新力作，还有新生力量的崛起之作。无论展现何种主题、何种风格，不变的是这些电影通过故事和影像给我们展示了多元文化的光彩，触及内心且鼓舞人心。这就是电影的魅力所在，这就是我们举办电影节的意义所在。我预祝第17届上海国际电影节圆满成功，祝愿所有的嘉宾和朋友们在上海生活愉快。谢谢。